Welcome to episode 7
of the Sanctified podcast.
Yes. We apologize again for not having an episode last week. I had 3 basketball games.
I moved.
And he moved, so we had 0 time to do anything. So, yeah.
But today we are going to be talking about the difference between joy and happiness.
Yes. I feel like I need to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Oh, my eyes are watering now. Yeah, because, I don't know, we just thought that that's something that, is good to talk about because it's kind of confusing. It's a little confusing because it seems like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't know, there's more to it than I feel like people think normally. I feel like it's normal amongst Christians to, know the difference and, know that there is a difference, but I feel like it's not actually, explained a lot.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. So I looked up the definition of joy and then the definition of happiness, and the definition of joy is a deep, steady sense of gladness and contentment that comes from God, not from circumstances. And I think the part that says not from circumstances is just kind of interesting because it's just something that you have. It's not something you can receive from the world. And then happiness is a feeling of pleasure, satisfaction, or contentment that comes from positive experiences or circumstances. Mm-hmm. So basically, happiness comes from circumstances that happen to you, and joy is something that you can get from God only.
Yeah. And then I also wrote for joy, for happiness I had pretty much the same thing, but for joy I put down that joy is something more that we feel inside as Christians instead of something that's more outward.
Yeah, I agree. But you can show your joy.
Yes, but
it's something that
happiness is because it's from our circumstances, it's more of an outward thing.
Right.
But the joy we feel from God is more
it comes from inside.
Yeah, and it's I'm not saying it is private, but it can be more of a private feeling because it's you and your private relationship with God. You're going to feel the most joy and content.
That's what's also kind of crazy is I know so many joyful people who are consistently so joyful. And happiness is kind of happiness and sadness are opposites, right? They're both things that don't last. They're both temporary. You're not going to be sad for a million days in a row. That's called depression. Sadness and happiness both go together because they're both temporary. But joy, you could say that someone's a really joyful person because they're always joyful. Mm-hmm. You're not going to say yeah, that person's... I mean, you can say that they're a happy person, but when you say that, you're really saying that they're a joyful person because happiness is temporary. So...
Yeah, so someone who can, consistently show that they, are happy and joyful.
Yeah.
It's kind of choosing happiness over, negativity. Because,
You mean choosing joy
it's
over
optimism.
Negativity?
Yeah, choosing joy over negativity.
Yeah.
It's optimisticness, except not, unreasonable. It's more this happened to me, but I got Jesus, so I can still be happy.
Exactly. Yeah, that is joy, because happiness, I also think that happiness is kind of goes inside of joy, because when you have the joy of the Lord, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be happy more than you're sad. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have that temporary feeling of happiness, but it's gonna be produced by your joy.
Yeah, happiness on its own is just it's the absence of joy.
Right.
Because temporary happiness is just it's missing the joy part of it. Uh-huh. Which kind of sounds so weird because usually they're this to people, they're the same. They're one in one. But it's you can have joy and happiness together, but you can't really have a full genuine happiness without joy.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's really good.
This kind of has to exist with this to be forever. But this can exist on its own.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, true happiness is produced from your joy. So you can't be happy all the time if you don't have the joy of the Lord.
Yeah, just pure happiness.
Because otherwise your happiness is going to be based off your circumstances. This is saying, outward circumstances. Mm-hmm.
Which is, it just goes along with, you can't let your circumstances really define who you are. Right. Because if you let that happen, there's you would honestly would want to die in such a horrible way because there's so much that goes on that without the joy of the Lord, there's like literally, like what? Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's like literally you would not want to exist.
Right. And you could be like unhappy with something but still have joy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, so I feel like we basically said that in like 10 different fonts, so hopefully you understood one of them. But I don't know. I have a verse that I was kind of, when I was researching, that I found was really interesting. It's found in Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10. It says, oh wait, that is just not right. Oh wait, yeah, it is. It kind of talks about like the story of Nehemiah, but at the end of the verse it says, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And like, our strength comes from the joy that we get from God. So it's not like, it doesn't come from the happiness. I don't know if that makes sense. But joy is so much more of like a powerful like character trait to have than happiness, because you could have like, happiness is kind of for yourself, I feel like. Like, if I'm happy, like, yeah, I'm happy, but that doesn't mean Jude's happy. But joy, I feel like, is so contagious. Like, the joy of the Lord is so contagious. Like, one of our friends, always joyful. Like, and it just, like, thinking about it is just, like, makes us feel, like, happy. Because of her joy. And
well, it's, like, so contagious. Because it's, like...
Yeah, exactly.
When you're around a person who's just always, like... They're just always so upbeat and, like, smiley and they're happy. And they're joyful. It's just, like, it makes you want to be happy. And it makes you happy. It's just, like... I feel like joy is something that spreads. So it's, like...
That's why it's
like
so
you
powerful.
you can be having such a horrible day, and if like a really joyful person comes into your life and they just start talking to you, it's just like you'll end up being smiley and happy by the end of it.
That is not the same with happiness.
With happiness, you could be like, "Oh, I got this gift. I'm so happy," but that literally doesn't make anybody happy but you and maybe the person who gave you the gift. So it's like, it's just
But like, joy is a gift that can be given to one. Like, if God gives us the gift of his joy, we can share that with other people by showing that we have that gift.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense at all.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I made a post one time about the joy of the Lord one time, and someone called me delusional, and I was like, nah. It's like, I am delusional. I said, I feel so happy right now or something. And I said, it's just like, I feel like the joy of the Lord so much right now. And the person said, oh, no, you're just delusional. I was like, sir, no, I'm not. Okay, and then I have a point, which we've kind of said it, but not really. Then I have verses that I want to talk about. The point is happiness based on circumstances or what we have isn't a bad thing. It's like in Proverbs 27:9 says, oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. And I mean, the first part of the verse is like oil and perfume make the heart glad, which is like saying things make us happy, like having things, saying things, doing things, and that's fine. It's just like you can be so much more happier with God, and then also you don't want to find pleasure in like so many things because they're all temporary. They're all not gonna exist forever and ever. And it's just like, but things make us happy, and that's okay. It's like not bad if you're feeling happiness because of something you have or something you're gonna get or something like that. It just like you have to be careful with it because it's like in Leviticus 19:14 it talks about where's Leviticus? It's the beginning. It's like tabbed.
It's like the third.
Okay, where is it? No, I want to share my verses that I found. It says, do not turn to idols or make yourselves any god of cast metal. I am the Lord your God. So it's just like, again, you can let things make you happy, but you can't let them overtake all the joy or all the happiness you get. Because if you're idolizing like one thing, then it's going to start taking away from your time with God, which is going to end up taking away your joy. So you'll be finding your like identity, I guess, and your happiness in one thing. So again, it's temporary. So if it goes away, you're gonna have like no base for your joy. You're gonna have nothing to hold.
That's really good.
Your like emotions high.
Yeah, and I also think you need to be careful. Like everyone needs to be careful about like where you get your happiness, because so many people can say that there's like such happy people, but they're doing all the wrong things to become happy. Like they're going out doing all this stuff that's just not of God at all, and they're like, I'm just so happy. So like, why is it bad if it makes me happy?
I feel like especially with some things, it's like it's not even making them happy. It's more of just like numbing them to any pain that they're feeling.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like, it doesn't make them happy. It just takes away the feeling of pain and sadness.
Yes.
So it's just like they feel
feel happy, but they
don't even feel
joy.
good. It's like they just feel better.
Yeah.
They feel better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a false happiness and false joy, because it's like you're not feeling the pain you have, but you're also technically not feeling happiness and joy from it.
Yeah. For sure. I also, Psalm 16, verse 11 says, you will show me the way of life, granting me joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever. And another translation says, the fullness of joy. And so, like, joy is something that can be complete. There's another verse that's John 15:11. It talks about Jesus making our joy complete. And it's like, happiness isn't something, like, happiness is, like we said, a temporary feeling. So, like, if you can imagine a heart, like, happiness can fill it, like, a fourth of the way. Like, a fourth of you can be happy. But joy is something that we have proof. It's in the Bible. Like, joy you can have complete joy.
Yeah.
Through God. Like, it's something that can, like we said, like, your whole heart can be full of joy, and people will be able to tell that it's different from happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's happy at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has happy moments, sad moments, like, all this temporary stuff. But you don't find a lot of people who are completely full of joy, and that's something that you can only find in God.
Mm-hmm. Well, and yeah, because, like, there are clearly those people who are just always happy and joyful.
Yeah.
But, like, I forgot what I was going to say. I don't think it applied to what you said. Yeah, that definitely doesn't go with what you said.
No, just say it.
I was going to say, because you were talking about that, I was just thinking about how we're talking about always being joyful and how it's, like, our full heart. But, like, it's also okay to not be happy and joyful. Because, like, again, we can find joy, and no matter the circumstances, yes. But, like, you don't always have to show that you are joyful and happy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, joy, like, I'm trying to think of how to say this the least confusing way.
It's like, you don't want it to be, like, you don't want to fake it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But you also don't want to make it everyone else's problem when you're not happy.
But I think the thing is, like, what we're trying to say is that joy is something that can be inside of you, but, like, this is so hard. Let's say you're a really joyful person, okay? You have joy, have complete joy from the Lord, but you still show your happy and sad emotions. Mm-hmm. Like, we're still human, so we're still gonna have worldly emotions. Yeah. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you don't have to hide your sadness, your happiness. Mm-hmm. Like, we're still going to feel both happy and sad, but if we have the joy of the Lord behind it all, then we have a confident hope, which I think that's another thing that goes with joy is hope. Like, we have joy because we have hope that Jesus is coming back and that we're going to be going to heaven eternally. Mm-hmm. So it's not bad to show your emotions because we all have them. Like, everyone has them. I have days where I'm so happy. I have days where I'm so sad. Like, but constantly I have a joy because I have hope. Mm-hmm. That it's going to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's also kind of goes along with joy.
Yeah, it's just like, you're not always going to be happy. And I think that's the beauty of joy, is because even though you might not always be feeling happy, you can still find something in your life that's going to make you happy. Because people, especially people with no religion at all, like, this is just like, people who are, like, in Christianity, and I don't know much about a lot of other religions, but I assume there's some aspect of joy they can find through it if they're so tied to it. But, like, if there's not...
wouldn't that be happiness?
It'd be happiness...
Doesn't joy only come from God?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said there's some aspect of joy they can find in every religion.
Well, yeah, depending on what they believe.
I'm confused. Keep talking.
Because in I don't know much about other religions, so I don't know if this is even true. But if there's
wouldn't that
any
be called
religion,
happiness?
To us, it's happiness because it's temporary. Because it's gonna go away when the world goes away.
Yes.
But yeah, people like atheists, I feel bad for them because they can't find any aspect of life where they can find joy, because it's like they believe that once we die, they're just dead.
Yeah, like, why would you even want to believe that?
How do you even believe that? How do you have purpose?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
I don't know. I feel like I would just, like... Never mind. I'm gonna say that. Never mind. Okay. What else?
I mean, we pretty much covered everything that I have written down.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're at 16 minutes. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Oh, also, like, we kind of talked about, like, what the differences are, but, like, some people really struggle to, like, find joy. Like, some people are like, how do I even have this joy of God? And I don't remember what verse it is, but, you know, the verse it's, like, asking and receive, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, in was it Solomon or Saul? Asked for wisdom.
Solomon.
And God, Solomon. And God granted it to him. And so it's kind of like the same thing. Like, you could pray and ask for the joy of the Lord and just, like, work on yourself, kind of, because it is, like, a big thing. Like, you can't just, like, go and be like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and have the joy of the Lord. Like, it's something that you really have to, like,
I do think for some people it's a decision.
Oh, 100%.
Like, some people can just, like, this sounds so weird, but, like, some people can choose to not be sad. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah,
which
yeah,
is,
yeah.
like, which, again, there is a point where it can cross the line of, like, you need to, like, actually feel your emotions. Because, like, it's kind of unhealthy just to ignore every bad emotion in your life. That's bottling things up.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that.
It's going to end badly.
Don't do that. But, yeah, there's definitely a good balance, and I guess what I'm saying is, like, you're going to have to, like, decide if you want joy or not. You can't just, like...
Well, because if you're already deciding that you want to be sad, because, like, this isn't always going to be a conscious decision, but if you're sad and you're constantly, like, just wallowing around and you're like, oh, this is so horrible,
like,
my life is so bad, my life is ruined, then you're not going to be happy. Cause
you have to make a decision
you're,
to
like,
be
living.
joyful.
Like, you need to put yourself in situations that are going to make you happy.
Yeah.
Don't self-destruct yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho.
Thanks for listening.
That's the episode.
That's the episode.
Episode 7.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.